May all be seated. Welcome to all of Gabs and Scott's family and friends, some of whom have come as far away as Alaska to be here today. We're all here to witness and celebrate the commitment that Gabs and Scott have made to each other. Marriage is a beautiful mystery, one in which two people become three. This third person will be the give and take, the sharing and sacrifice, the support you will find in and willingly offer the other. The commitment that you have invited us to witness today will not diminish the individuals you are right now, but rather in marriage to each other, you will find your best selves. The Irish poet James Kavanagh articulates this mystery so much more eloquently than I ever could. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. I think the lesson that Kavanagh wants to teach us is that when we try to possess another person, we want to overlook them as an individual. That's not marriage, that's ownership. Knowing the two of you as friends, I can see in your marriage, each of you will celebrate the other, their accomplishments, their idiosyncrasies, their ever-evolving view of the world. Gabs and Scott, we have all enjoyed watching you mature into the people you are today. A feminist and a playwright, an expert musician and a disc golfer. And we are going to miss you as you leave Kansas to travel east. As you begin this new adventure together, you will both have amazing triumphs and what will seem like near insurmountable adversity. But through it all, there is one certainty. You will always be able to turn to the other and say, I can't imagine experiencing this with anyone else. Now, Gabs and Scott have selected some readings to share with us that speak to how they are defining their love and commitment to each other.
This is from Love's Philosophy by Percy Shelley. The fountains mingle with the river, and the rivers with the ocean. The winds of heaven mix forever with the sweet emotion. Nothing in the world is single. All things by a law divine, in one spirit meet and mingle. Why not I with thine? See the mountains kiss high heaven, and the waves clasp one another. No sister flower would be forgiven if it disdained its brother. And the sunlight clasps the earth, and the moonbeams kiss the sea. What is all this sweet work worth, if thou kiss not me?
Okay, this is On Marriage by Khalil Gibran. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shore of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping. For only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow.
We'll now have the expression of intent. Do you, Gabrielle Jeanne Roman, take Michael Scott Connor to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise in front of all here to cherish him above all others, in sickness and in health, through wealth and poverty, to love him all the days of your life, and to always include him in your zombie apocalypse survival plan?
I do.
Do you, Michael Scott Connor, take Gabrielle Jeanne Roman to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise in front of all here to cherish her above all others, in sickness and in health, through wealth and poverty, to love her all the days of your life, and also to include her in your zombie apocalypse survival plan? Gabs and Scott will now exchange vows.
Scott, it always surprises me how easy and right it was for us to get together. I always thought you were out of my league. Master's degree, friends with my older brothers, super athletic, and extremely cute. But once we started becoming friends, I realized how well we fit together too, how nerdy we both were, which I discovered the first time we sat down and watched the Lord of the Rings movies together, or when I learned you also knew all the words to Independence. You say the funny, charming, and absurdly good-looking guy I always knew you were, but now I know so much more. How unfailingly sweet and thoughtful you are, making me food or doing the dishes when I'm tired. How you always think through the possibilities and all sides of the situation. Sometimes it drives me crazy, but you challenge me every day and help us grow together. You are always thinking and growing and evolving and surprising me, and I love and admire you for it. Enough to overlook you not knowing all 7 Harry Potter titles. You are always there to make me laugh when I'm feeling bad, and I love you can be so goofy one second and so serious the next. But mostly I've appreciated how sturdy you are. Your love has never wavered, and even in my worst moments, you're always there to reassure me that I have your whole heart. Every day you show me and tell me that I do, and I always hope I can give you back even half that. I want to be loyal, challenging, and a funny wife to you who makes you think and grow. I want to give you back a sliver of the happiness you've given me and make you happy for the rest of our lives together. I hope I can show you how much you mean to me even when I can't find the right words, and reassure you that you're never a disappointment as long as you keep striving in your own Scott way. My love for you never stops growing. Every day I think that I love you so much my heart is going to burst and overflow, and there's no way I could ever put into words how much I love you, and then the next day the limit has raised, and I love you even more. You've expanded my capacity for love and tenderness, and it continually grows, taking in all and excluding none. One more thing. For the past 2 years, promising you that I'll finally tell you when it comes true. This is what I always wish for. To get married and live our lives together. And now that it's here, I can see it.
Gabs, I love you. I love you in incomprehensible amounts. I don't even understand all the ways I love you. I love you a near infinite amount every moment. And when I string all those innumerable moments together with all the ways I love you, I find multiple values for infinity that surpass my understanding for our relationship or our calculus. I know I love you because of how good I feel when I hold you. I know it's how you show me that you're happy to be near me, and I feel like more complete person. It's how you can bring me happiness in an instant and brighten the future. I know I love you because of how easy it is to laugh around you, because of how our time passes easily and lovingly. Our conversation is jovial, or cultivated, or silly, or principled, lighthearted, passionate to fit our mood. It's always with the understanding that we're looking out for each other's emotional comfort. Simply put, I love you with all my life. My love for you has grown so that I feel a happy responsibility for your health and happiness. And I take on this duty of my own accord. It gives me a rare happiness and an irreplaceable, deep personal fulfillment. I'll be by your side through successes and setbacks, laughter and sadness. I'll be your rock and your ring buddy through all of our endeavors. And I'll be proud to call myself your husband as we grow as individuals and grow together as companions. I'll be overjoyed as we grow our family and share ever more of our lives together. I affirm these vows to you with unwavering trust that you are also committed to my happiness and well-being. It is a trust, faith, that in our commitment to love each other, and our lives will be filled with joy and laughter and love.
Good afternoon. With this ring, I, Gabrielle,
With this ring, I, Gabrielle,
marry you, Scott,
marry you, Scott,
and with it,
and with it,
I give you all the treasures
I give you all the treasures
of my mind, heart, and body.
of my mind, heart, and body.
With this ring, I, Scott,
With this ring, I, Scott,
marry you, Gabrielle,
marry you, Gabrielle,
and with it,
and with it,
I give you all the treasures
I give you all the treasures
of my mind, heart, and body.
of my mind, heart, and body.
By the power vested in me by the internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss each other. It is my privilege to present to you all for the first time the happily married couple.